Nothing they told me at university could have prepared me for what happened that day. It is not something that can be easier for anyone, not even with the proper warning. This happened a little over a year ago. It was my fourth day as a student teacher in school. So the feeling of nervousness had diminished, but it was still ever present. It was 8:30 in the morning and we were teaching third graders. My mentor teacher was doing a review of the topic the kids had been working on, opposite adjective, related to physical characteristic. She asked the class, "So, can anybody tell me who in the class is short?" "You. Can you answer, please?"
She asked the girl, who was sitting close to the door. This particular girl had caught my attention before. She was quieter than the rest of her classmates. Um, I th- She seemed to have a response to the question, though she stopped mid-sentence. Her classmates raised their hands, claiming to know the answer, while the girl suddenly looked down with a saddened look on her face. Then, out of nowhere, she burst into tears. She cried and sobbed and wept uncontrollably, as if she had a very painful ache in her stomach. I was shocked. I didn't know how to react to that. I wanted to know what was happening to her, to tell her something, anything. I tried to approach her numerous times, but she cried louder when I was near her.
"Ignore her. She does that to draw attention," a classmate told me, which made me realize that this was nothing new. The whole situation was uncomfortable. A while later, the teacher sent me to the inspector to take the girl out of the room, as she was still sobbing loudly. The school inspector came and tried to convince her to go out, but he wasn't very kind to the little girl. She was getting out when she stopped on the doorstep.
That day was very cold, so the teacher scolded her to make her go out or stay inside, because the chilly winter breeze was getting in. The girl decided to go out, and the door closed, but her crying was still heard through it. Her mom came for her later, so she entered to take her things and left. When recess time came and all kids left to play, me and my mentor teacher were walking to the teacher's room when she told me what had happened.
This girl was one of the special cases inside the school. The great majority of the students had personal problems in some degree. She had outstanding grades in every subject, but her behavior was erratic and unpredictable. It all started when her uncle abused her sexually. I was perplexed. I felt useless as a future teacher. I felt even worse when I was informed that this girl left school 2 weeks later. In that very moment, I realized how little they prepare us for this situation at university. How a student backstory can affect their learning and that of the people around them. It is important for us to be informed of the social context of the school and their community when we are welcomed to be part of it.
According to Krashen, one obstacle that manifests itself during language acquisition is the affective filter. That is a screen that is influenced by emotional variables that can prevent learning. According to Krashen, the affective filter can be prompted by many different variables, including anxiety, self-confidence, motivation, stress, and traumatic experiences.